Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show with your hosts Lee Silber and Ellen Goodwin. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away. And here's your hosts, Lee and Ellen.
Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. I'm Ellen Goodwin, along with my co-host,
Lee Silber.
And today we're here to talk to you about shiny objects. I like to call them shiny squirrels. That's the thing. They're shiny. Our brain loves shiny things. It loves the new and exciting, and they jump in and off we go. We're like distracted, procrastinating. It's crazy.
I always say that anything is more interesting than what I'm supposed to be doing in the moment. I mean, I would rather clean the toilet than actually work on a project that I should be working on. And then when I'm supposed to clean the toilet, then that's not fun anymore. Did I say it was fun in the first place? It's just something
say fun.
You have to do, so you do it.
Wow.
But it's true. That's one of those. What are we supposed to be doing? What we should, and a lot of times that's not what we're doing.
Right. So our limbic system is, that's where all that procrastination comes from. The limbic system, fight or flight resides there, emotions, reward, and it loves to be distracted like that. It tells us, this isn't fun. We should do something else. So shiny objects are ways we procrastinate. Toilet cleaning, that's crazy.
Well, there's the time when you're doing something and you don't notice that time has passed.
Right.
We need to pay more attention to what we're doing when that happens, because if we could just do that all the time, or more than shiny objects aren't a problem.
No.
You're so into it, so focused that nothing will distract you.
Right.
And it's a shame when you do get distracted out of that trance, whatever you're doing. There's times where I'll be working on something for 2 or 3 hours and not even notice that I need to eat.
I was going to say, the kids pounding on the door. Dad,
Yeah.
we're starving.
Cat's in the cradle. Sure, kid, we can play catch. Here's the keys to the car.
There you go. Oh, man. Bring it down there. Nicely done. So what are some ways then you overcome these shiny squirrels?
Well, I mean, you could work in a white room where
What?
there's nothing. But the truth is that some of the distractions are not external; they're internal.
Most definitely.
The shiny object is in our brain. So that's what I'm getting at. There are things that we have to do, and I just try and get them done as quickly as I can to get to the things I want to do, I enjoy doing. You asked me before the show started, out in the green room, about my speaking,
Right.
Going out and giving speeches, and I love the prep work. I enjoy the speaking part too, but the
Right.
prep work, and that's where I'm working for hours on end and not minding it, not being distracted. That's what I want to be doing. So I try to eliminate some of those things where it's just a fight to have to do it, and try and add more things where it just comes naturally.
Right.
I want to be doing this, and the distractions are just that. They're just little annoyances, but they don't get in the way of the most important thing I want to do, need to do, and like to do.
Yeah. And we've talked about this before, I am such a big fan of timers, because sometimes when you've got things that aren't as passionate as like what you're talking about, doing the research, you'd love to get in there. But what if you've got things that, they need to get done, you're not super excited about them like you're talking about. So that's a prime time to get distracted, to have those shiny squirrels. You're not super into what you're doing, and anything will distract you. So that's why I'm such a big fan of a timer. Grab the timer on your phone, on your stove, a kitchen timer, and just set it for 30 minutes and tell yourself, this is the time I'm just going to focus. And then, all those distractions are still going to be there. Dirty toilet, probably still going to be dirty. So, you can't let that distract you.
Yeah, and for me, it is when, let's say it's an external thing. I sometimes will put headphones on, so that eliminates any auditory distractions. If it's like late at night, I'll turn off the big lights and just put on the one light shining on what I'm doing, just to try and create kind of that, eliminate as many things. During the day, because I live by the beach, people walk by, on their way to go to the beach, and it's, like, I want to go with you. I want to go too.
Me.
So I just pull the shades down, and, that's tricking yourself. I mean,
And
if
that's what you
what
need
it
to
takes,
do.
yeah, that's what you got to do.
You do. I mean, like I said, the limbic system, we are stuck with that. There's no way to take it out. And it just loves all of the distractions. Your email can be a distraction, especially if you have the notification little chime on, turn that baby right off. Notifications on your phone, turn all of those off, or like turn your phone off, put it in another room.
Well, my wife, inherently, her job involves people coming in, and she's in HR.
Right.
So she'll leave a couple of days, a little early, and then go in on a Saturday morning where there's before the stores open, before anyone's there, and she finds that she's much more efficient, effective, productive, without the distractions, and she gets all the tedious things done that need to get done that she can't quite get to. Because it is like the cat's in the cradle. If someone comes to you with a people problem and your job is solving people problems, you got to do it. You got to put down what you're doing. And so sometimes it is finding a time. A lot of writers would get up early in the morning before the kids got up, before their wife got up, and they would write. And that's because there was less distractions. There's nothing on TV. Trust me. I've tried. I mean, I'm up at that hour, and I flick through the channel. Well, I might as well work. There's nothing on TV.
Nothing good to do. Yeah. No, it just blocking things are also, and we may have talked about this, making things 20 seconds harder to do so you don't get distracted by them, the shiny things. So chocolate, I can't have chocolate in the house. If I have chocolate in the house, it talks to me all the time. Come, eat me.
I was going to say, what does it say?
Oh, I'm delicious. So I will, if there's chocolate in the house and I know I'm going to want to have it, I will wrap it in aluminum foil, then put it in a Ziploc bag, and then put it in the freezer. So that's going to make it 20 seconds harder, more than 20 seconds harder for me to get to it. And then if I do, it's frozen, so I can't just like eat tons of it right away. So you just make it 20 seconds harder. Keep your phone in a zippered bag, turned off in a zippered bag, so you can't just like grab it. Or log out of all of your apps and make sure your password is long and involved so that it's 20 seconds harder for you to just jump over on Instagram or Facebook or whatever.
That's good advice. You could also take that aluminum foil and just put it all around your room. Keep all the bad things out. Keep all the good things in.
You can make a little tinfoil hat too.
There you go. That's perfect.
All right. Watch out for your shiny squirrels as you go through your day, and be sure and be with us next week for another episode of the Faster, Easier, Better Show.